We do have breaking traffic news. I want to show you a couple different pictures. Take a look at the crash in the gorge here. On the right side of your screen, you can see a semi-truck overturned near Hood River. And then on the other side of Mount Hood, driving conditions really aren't much better. From the ODOT camera on the left, you can see all the snow on the pass. Hello, everyone. I'm Brenda Braxton. Thank you very much for joining us. We will talk more about that crash in the gorge in a second, but first, meteorologist Rod Hill is here with more on our weather forecast. And Portland is not out of the woods either when it comes to snow. Oh,
that's correct, Brenda. It kind of depends on where you live. We do have the winter storm warnings continuing for Mount Hood and the Cascades, including Hood River. We'll talk more about that coming up. And we know this. It's, of course, been a very wet, good old-fashioned rainy day so far here in Portland. We're at 43 degrees. In fact, but all focus turns to tonight. Here's our very high resolution forecast model at 8:30. There's a winter storm watch that's been issued for tonight and tomorrow for elevations above 500 feet from the Portland area up through Cowlitz County. Again, we're talking about elevations above 500 feet. So 8:30 tonight. Everything's pretty standard, right? It's raining and sandy. We've got a little bit of a mix now in the Coast Range. But as I play this clock, here we are 9:30. Now see the falling snow levels in blue over the Coast Range. Here we are at midnight tonight. Notice now we're starting to get some of those hills closing into the metro area. And what I really wanted to show you, here we are at 1:30, but check this out at 3:30 tonight. This now shows this little blue right here. This is all snow over the West Hills if this forecast model is correct. And this is a mix with temperatures getting close to at least the mid-30s with some snowflakes in the air over downtown Portland. So here's what all of that means. The winter storm watch tonight into Tuesday. Again, elevations above 500 feet, Portland to Longview. 6 inches of wet snow. There's a ton of moisture. If this turns to snow at any point tonight, who knows how much you could get. We're talking a lot of moisture coming in. Mainly after midnight is when we think it's going to start dropping the snow level, and snow may continue, especially in those hills, during the day tomorrow. We'll have much more weather coming up shortly.
All right, Rod, thank you very much. Hey, if you're flying from PDX to Seattle, double check with your airline. A wave of snow in Seattle yesterday is causing cancellations today. About a dozen flights to and from SeaTac are canceled. Snow and ice causing big trouble for drivers on I-5 near Olympia this morning. A semi full of chickens lost control and hit a barrier near State Route 101. The birds were running around the freeway. That crash closed lanes in both directions for several hours. We also have a traffic alert here in downtown Portland this afternoon. One lane of Southwest 6th and Salmon is closed because of a sinkhole. Crews filled it with rocks, but they do need to make more repairs and kind of level it out. The Portland Water Bureau says a damaged sewer line caused the ground to erode. Take a good look at your screen here. An Oregon family needs your help finding this missing man. 49-year-old Gerald Guillen. He was last seen near Clackamas Town Center February 3rd. His family says he hasn't shown up for work and he left his cell phone at home. The last time they saw him, he was wearing a dark blue hoodie, jeans, and a Rams hat. If you know where he is, you're asked to call Portland Police. We also have an update on a shooting in Hillsborough. A man is now in jail accused of trying to kill his wife. Police arrested 61-year-old Fidencio Diaz Aguiza. We first told you about this shooting yesterday. It happened at a home on Southeast Tumblestone Drive. Now, we don't know what led up to the shooting yet. Police say the 59-year-old woman is in the hospital with serious injuries, but she is expected to survive. Well, the trial has been postponed for a young woman accused of hurting her friend when she pushed her off a bridge in Clark County. Video of that went viral back in August. 18-year-old Taylor Smith has pleaded not guilty to reckless endangerment. This morning, a judge decided to delay the trial until March 18th. Here's what the 16-year-old victim had to say after leaving the courtroom.
So now it's taking even longer, which I want it to be over.
But there's an end in sight?
Yeah. Not soon.
Smith could face up to a year in jail. President Trump heads to Texas today to focus on securing the southern border with Mexico. His trip comes after negotiations to avoid another government shutdown hit a snag over the weekend. NBC's Tracy Potts reports.
The government open. I believe that we all have come here in good faith.
With just 4 days to go, lawmakers working on a deal to avoid a government shutdown are at a standstill.
I'll say 50-50 we get a deal. I hope and pray we do.
We could end up in a train wreck.
The conference committee negotiating border security is stuck on how much prison space to set aside for immigrants who've committed crimes and how aggressively agents will go after those who haven't. That is reportedly holding up Democrats agreeing to any funding for a barrier at the border.
Experts on securing it say these are our top 3 priorities. We need money, and yet they're saying $0 for that. I don't understand that.
The White House says we could see a shutdown Friday, and President Trump may still declare a national emergency to pay for the border wall.
What you'll probably see is the president say, yeah, okay, and then I'll go find the money someplace else.
If the president has something on his desk and wants to veto it, then we need to override the veto.
The White House says an emergency declaration is not the only way President Trump can get money to build a wall. But the big money is on Capitol Hill, and right now, that wallet is closed.
But the White House says President Trump might be willing to sign another temporary budget extension to prevent a shutdown at the end of this week and give lawmakers more time. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
And now we want to get back to our top story, that crash in the gorge today. KGW's Tim Gordon is live along I-84. Tim, you drove by the crash a little over 30 minutes ago. What did you see?
Yeah, Brenda, we did. And what we saw was the fuel tanker truck and the back trailer of that truck overturned on its side. And we had to continue on west of the accident. We're here at the Wyeth exit, just a few miles from it. But I did roll video as we went by. We'll show you that now. So this is as we came up on it. It's eastbound I-84 at about mile marker 52. The truck itself and front tanker are fine, but it's that rear tanker, it's on its side. And I can tell you, the smell of diesel fuel driving by is just super strong. There's no doubt that's what's in that tanker. And so a real traffic mess, an environmental problem that's going to be a challenge and take time to take care of. So use a lot of caution in that area for sure with that tanker truck crash on I-84. In fact, avoid driving in the gorge right now if you can. You know, before that tanker crash came up, we were in Hood River, and there we found people, the locals there, who were safely there in town, kind of reveling in all this new snow. After dropping a half foot of snow overnight, things let up before dawn. In fact, we had a light rain for a few hours. Then the big switch, back to snow. We're talking big fat flakes in downtown Hood River. What do you make of big flakes?
You know, happy flakes.
I agree. But clearing the sidewalks and streets is a big job. There were ATVs and snowblowers and good old shovelers out to work. This is a place that knows how to work and play in the snow.
We're all skiers, and we love this, so we can ski right cross country, you know, and right from our house here in Hood River now.
Oh, yeah!
Just up from downtown, we knew we'd find sledders, like Ben Tama, loving it.
It's cold, it's fun, you get a lot of air, and it's really fun because you're going down super fast and the wind's in your face, and it's really fun.
This is where the excitement is today. Just ask Ben's 3-year-old sister, Ilaria.
I go very fast, and Riley went very slow.